Hello, everyone. Welcome to PJ with TJ yoga class tonight. Trying to adjust the camera. I wish this would give me a preview before it starts, but it doesn't. So I have to always adjust it. I think that might get it. I can stand up. Tonight's class is called Communication. Communication is so important that we communicate with other people, with ourselves, and in yoga with our bodies, because we don't want to be in a pose that's hurting us. We want to be in a pose that is helping us. So if at any time you feel pain in a pose, that's your signal, your communication from your body to stop. So try to remember that. Most of the time we don't have trouble remembering if we're in pain to stop something, but for some reason, when we're exercising, we have the notion that no pain, no gain, but that is not true. No pain means no pain. You're going to gain if you don't have no pain. You just want to do the poses correctly. So we're going to begin tonight on the mat. Actually, we're going to be on the mat all night long. Let me get my reference sheet. So we're going to start out in my favorite pose, Restorative Rest Pose. And the light's very bright up there. I wish I had a different setup on my lights. So just take a moment to come into your best restorative pose. It's an easy pose to do. Just lay flat on our back. Make sure that your back is touching the mat. Try to keep your low back on the mat also. And the knees are pointing up towards the ceiling with the feet and the knees about hip width apart. We don't want them too wide. And your hands can be in any position, at a T, just at a 45-degree angle, palms up, palms down. The head is resting on the mat. Your neck should be not touching the mat, because there should be a space in between the neck and the shoulders. So just close your eyes and take a couple of nice deep breaths. And then we're going to begin with our warm-up. So I should have said, I hope you have a strap and a block and perhaps a blanket handy. We're going to start out with our strap. So grab your strap. I got carried away about my communication thing. And just have it handy by your side. And your block should be handy by the side also. I'm going to put it over here so I have it handy. We just need one block. And then we're going to do some kneaded chest. So let's put both knees up and then just bring both knees into the chest as we breathe. And exhale. The knees should fall gently away from the chest. Inhale. And as you inhale, pull the knees up. I have my hands behind my calf muscle. Just do about 4 breaths like that. I'm on my last one. And that gives our whole abdominal cavity a nice gentle massage. Now place both feet back flat on the mat. We're going to bring one knee up. We're going to just pull the knee to chest as we inhale. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Should be coming up. I'll exaggerate it. So it's coming up. Exhale as we pull it in for the thigh to touch the abdominal cavity. Inhale. Exhale. This is exaggerated. Yours should just be a very minute movement, just where your belly is just making the knee come up gently. And then place the right foot down on the mat. Bring the left leg up. Inhale. Exhale. Knee into chest. Do 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Just go at your own pace. And just meet back in restorative rest pose when you finish your 5 breaths. Place your left foot down. We're going to let our knees fall to the right. Left knee follows, and just have your hands at a T and then bring them up to center with the knees going to the left and the head to the right. And let's do 5 of these swishy sweeps on each side. There's 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Make sure that your shoulders are staying on the mat. Your hips are just coming up as far as they come with just a little twist. Don't try to get your knee all the way to the floor as your head goes the opposite direction. Coming up on 3 and 4. Nice slow movements. This feels very good. And last one. I may have lost count. I may have done 6 or 7, but it's such a pleasant one. I like to do those a lot. So after we do our knee left to side, left and right, we're going to do knee circles. So let's bring the knees up. Put the soles of your feet together and your hands placed on your knees, and then just circle in and out. We'll do 5 in each direction. 3, 4, 5, and reverse that. And I'm keeping my feet together to, when we go out, the soles come together, and then when we pull in, just the inside of the feet are together. 3, 4, and 5. And my head and shoulders are on the mat. And then place both feet down. I'm going to bring the knees up at a 90-degree angle, and we're going to do some ankle circles. Let's do both ankles together. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 1. Really circle those ankles. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to bring both legs up. Whew, my legs are tight. We're going to point and flex. Point and flex. Let's do 10 of these since we don't reverse it. 3, point, 4, 5, flex, 6, flex, point, flex, 7, flex, 8, flex, point, flex, 9, flex, and last one, really point and flex. I really feel that in my shins and in my hamstrings. Just keep your feet up in a flex position. I think this is where we're going to get our strap. And we're going to, I have a little loop in my strap, and I'm going to place that on, actually I'm going to make a big loop for right now. And then I'm going to put the big loop around my feet and make a V. You can adjust it if you need a bigger V, make a bigger loop. I think I'll make a bigger loop. It's easier to do if it's got your on your feet, then you know how far out you want to be. Don't go all the way out, because we're going to take the strap and hold it with both hands. And then we're just going to roll side to side, roll all the way over. I just rolled over onto my block so that your shoulders and your head is actually rolling to the side. And then we're going to use our abs to get up. We're doing an ab workout tonight. And we're just going to roll side to side. Really try to use your abs to come up. So when I'm coming up, I'm really tightening my lower abs. And let's do a couple more. Last one. Oh, yeah. It's not as much fun when you have to use your abs, but that is a fun one. And then we're going to let the strap go. Now I'm going to remove the strap and just let my legs go out into a nice big V, which is a really great inner thigh stretch. Because with the strap around it, it didn't stretch as much. And then I'm going to bring my legs up and out. And when you're doing this, press your lower back into the mat, which then should engage your abs. Our peak pose tonight is going to be a boat pose. So I think you're going to be surprised at what we do to warm up to get into boat pose. Because normally when I do boat pose, I just go into boat pose, but we're doing a warm up and it's all about the abs. Let's do 2 more of these in and outs. Really tightening the abs, tightening the legs. And now we're just going to keep our legs up and do some Criss Crosses. All of this is using our abs. I have my palms facing the mat with a little bit of pressure. My low back is pressing into the mat, which then engages my abs. And my legs are feeling a little tired already. And 2 more. And last one. And then bend your knees and bring your feet down. And then we're going to take, and I've already made my loop a little smaller because I was thinking ahead. I should have said that to you. We're going to lasso our foot. We're going to hold the right foot with the right hand. And we're just going to let that foot come over. Well, let's straighten the left leg out. We're going to let the right foot come over towards the left. It's not going to go all the way down. You should feel a great stretch all through the back of the hamstring, maybe up into the glute. I've got my head is looking straight up. It's not moving. If anything, I would look to the right, because I want to try to keep my back and my hips on the mat. It's just a leg stretch here. And then bring that back up to the center. And then I'm going to grab with my left hand, put my right hand out at a nice T, and I'm going to let the right leg go to the right. And keeping my low back on the mat, pressed onto the mat. It's harder this way because you have a real tendency to just let it roll over and you to roll over, but don't do that. Keep your back flat on the mat. We're using your abs. And then breathe. Don't forget to breathe. And then slowly bring that up to center. Take your foot out of the strap and lower that leg down. Shake them out. And I'm going to bring my left foot up. Hold the strap with my left foot. Hold the strap with my left hand that is holding the left foot. And I'm going to let the left foot then cross over to the right. Oh gosh, my legs are so tight. I did a long walk, almost 4 miles today. And then I think maybe that's what tightened them up. So I'm glad I'm doing this now. I needed to do some stretching before I get in the bed tonight. And remember, my back is on the mat and my foot is not going down to the floor. I don't care if you're very limber. You should feel this stretch through the back of your leg and up into the glute. And if you want more stretch, you can pull the toe towards the head, but don't overdo it. Remember, no pain. Communicate with your body tonight. If it hurts, stop. And then bring that left leg back up to center. Grab the strap with your right hand and let your left leg fall gently over to the left side for that great inner thigh stretch. And like I said, if you need more stretch, just try to pull your toes towards your head. That should give you all the stretch you need. My glasses are really bothering me tonight. I just cleaned them and they're already really dirty. Those dirty glasses. On your next exhale, bring the left leg up to center. Take the strap off your foot and put your foot down and then stretch it out nice and long. And let's take a nice long stretch. So hands overhead. Point your toes and try to touch your toes and touch your hands to opposite sides of your room. Now flex your feet and flex your hands and do the same stretch. I'm actually kind of lifting my legs up, pressing my back down, and relax. Ooh, that felt good. I forgot what I was going to do next. Let's see. Oh, well, we're going to do this one. I should have remembered that. We're going to bend our knees at a 90-degree angle with our legs as wide as the mat. Bring the feet up to the ceiling. Flex them. And so you should be on a nice V shape. And then we're going to lift up. We're going to... If you get tired and you can't do anymore, just go back into restorative rest pose. Exhale up, inhale down. We're going to go very slow. 2. Exhale up, inhale down. The back of the lower back should be on the mat. 4. Exhale up. 5. Exhale up. 6. Exhale up. 7. Exhale up. 8. Exhale up. 9. And I'm rolling down slow. Exhale up. 10. Exhale up. 11. Exhale up. 12. And when you're up here, really pull those abs in tight. 12. 13. Inhale down. Exhale up. 14. Oh man. Inhale down. Exhale up. 16. Sweet 16. We made it. We got 4 more. Inhale down. 4. 3. 2. And last one, make it your best. Exhale and hold, hold, hold. We're going to hold it for 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and inhale down very slowly. Bring your legs in and down on the mat. Now, if you have your block handy, we're going to use it in a few minutes. So just have your feet up, your feet up, your knees up, about hip width, hip width apart. We're going to go into some bridge work. We're going to do several alternatives. You can just stick with the normal bridge. And we're going to do 3 of those. And we're going to do a bridge and lift the right leg up. And then, of course, the left leg up. And then we're going to do a bridge on the block. If you have a block, if you don't, you can just do regular bridges. And if you cannot lift the legs up, just do regular bridges. And we'll do the same thing here. Bridge with the right leg up, and then the left leg up and down. And you can just actually rest here on the block, or you can try to bridge up, which with the block under you, it makes you want to lift up a little bit higher. So that's the purpose of that. Or you can just use the bridge as a bridge. And you can also bridge on the mama bear level if you want, or you can stay on the baby. I don't recommend going to papa bear size. Okay, here we go. So hands palm down so you can put a little support and pressure when you're bridging. Feet hip width apart. Inhale. And exhale up slowly. We're going to hold it for a round of 3 breaths and then come down slow and go back up for 3 times. You can go at your own pace or you can stay with me. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale up. On your next exhale, Lower down very slowly. This is really good for your back. Inhale up. I think I said exhale up before, but it's inhale up and exhale down. On your next exhale, lower down. And then we're going to do one-legged bridge. You can start out lifting up, or you can go up to bridge and then lift your leg. Yogi's choice. There's always yogi's choice. That's what's good about yoga. It's always your choice and your communication within yourself, not with what other people are doing. Inhale up, whichever way you choose, and hold it. On your next exhale, come down. And then we'll inhale up with the left leg up. And your next exhale, come down. Inhale up. And you might notice that I inhale up with both legs on the ground when I'm doing the right leg up, because my left knee has some issues. So I like to make sure I'm very stable before I raise the right leg. And exhale down. But when I'm using my right leg to come up, I can put my left leg up at the beginning and come up. So inhale up. And exhale down. And then we're going to grab our block and place it just under our lumbar so that the edge, and I'm using the baby bear level. This is baby bear, mama bear, and papa bear. So I'm going to use baby bear. And Goldilocks, I guess, is you. And the edge of the block should be right level with the tailbone. So your whole lower lumbar is fully supported there. So you can either stay here for your bridge. This feels really good. Or you could do, we're going to do it 3 times. So you can do it one way once and one way the other time, and then choose which one you like the best. So either inhale or stay here. I'm going to come up. On your next exhale, just lower back down onto your block. Do not put a lot of pressure on your head. The pressure should, as always in bridge, be on the shoulders. If you find that you're putting pressure on your head, you're not using your muscles correctly. So try to correct that posturing. Do your communication. Inhale up. And this time I think I'll just stay here and see what this feels like. 3 nice breaths. On your next exhale, come down or just stay where you're at and relax your muscles. I should say, if you're remaining on the block, tighten your legs. At least tighten your legs and into your glutes and your lower abs so that you're doing some work. Let's do that one again. Inhale up, because when you come up, you have to tighten your glutes and your abs and your legs. So if you're not going to come up, do the tightening part so that you're getting the benefit. On your next exhale, lower down. And then again, the first time around, I'm going to remain on the block and just do my tightening. And then the second time, I will come up. And then the third time, I'll decide what I want to do. So inhale up, tighten, or raise up. On your next exhale, bring the right foot down and lower down. Inhale up, or just tighten your muscles. And when I tighten my muscles, I'm on the block, but I don't have all my body weight on it. Which I think is kind of harder than just coming up. And then lower down. Because when I'm hovering, it's a little bit different than coming all the way up because you kind of lock in. But when you hover, you have to maintain a balance. So I'm going to do the hovering. I like that. Inhale up and hover. Everyone hover with me. I can feel my clothes kind of scraping against it, but I'm not resting my body on it. This is harder than coming up. I'm really using my arms, keeping my neck free, and exhale down. And last one on the left side. Inhale up and hover. And exhale down. That felt really good. I'm going to do a little Psoas stretch here. So I'm going to bring my knees up, raise my feet up, and very slowly lower my legs down, pressing my back into the block. And bring my feet up, the knees up, and remove the block. Oh, that felt great. Let's grab behind our knees and do a little roll on the lower back, because that was a lot of bridge work on our back. So let's just roll on over onto our stomachs. We're going to stay on the mat the whole night. I love yoga on the mat and not getting up. It's my favorite way to do yoga. So sometimes I just have to make myself ride a class where we do get up, because I would probably do nothing but just on the mat. But we need to stand up sometimes because we got to work on balance and stuff. So we're going to do baby cobra. And in baby cobra, our elbows are under our shoulders. And if you do baby cobra or cobra correctly, you're going to be helping to strengthen your pelvic muscles, because we're going to be pressing our pelvis into the mat, as well as our lower abs, because when you press your pelvis in, it actually tightens my glutes. I feel that. I tighten my hamstrings, and it automatically tightens the lower abs if you're pressing it in correctly. It stretches the chest because then it makes the chest rise up higher. Try not to come up too high. And you can take your arms out, and if you can maintain where you are, the arms are just here for support. They're not here to push you up. That's more of a cobra, full cobra exercise pose, and we're not going to do that one because that one can hurt your back if you're not doing it correctly. And if you're not flexible enough and you're overstraining that low back, we don't want to do that. It also helps to strengthen your spine, of course, and the muscles all in your back and your shoulders, because your shoulders are supporting here. And something I didn't know that I just read tonight, or today, not tonight, I'm doing this tonight, is that Cobra is one of the best exercises to help reduce belly fat. So I may have to try to incorporate baby Cobra into my routine every day, I think. So here, let's begin. And we're going to hold it for 15 seconds. I'm going to have to get my clock over here. I put it over here because I thought this would be the best place for it, but I need it here where I can look at it when I'm down on the ground so I don't strain my neck. So, everyone in position, elbows under shoulders. The hands are straight out. The feet are flat. I have the top of my feet on the mat. I'm going to inhale and press my pelvis into the mat, which then makes my legs tighten up and makes the abs tighten up. I'm going to inhale, and we're going to hold this for 15 seconds. And like I said, if you can, try to remove your hands and see if you can keep that integrity. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax into crocodile pose. So remember which hand that you're putting on top, and then we'll reverse it the next time around. So go into crocodile pose. We're going to hold that for 15 seconds. I'm getting cheated because I have to look at the clock, so you just relax there. Let your brain regenerate. And 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands back into position for baby Cobra. Press your pelvis into the mat. Press your feet into the mat. I'm checking to make sure I'm not pressing up too far. 15 seconds. Just gaze out in front. Really squeeze those glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go back into crocodile pose, opposite hand on top. And we'll just do about 4 breaths. That's probably about 15 seconds. And then I can do my crocodile pose. On your next exhale, we're going to do a locust pose. And I want to make sure that you are doing locust pose correctly. So for locust pose, we are going to, and I looked up some variations. If you have trouble raising up both legs at the same time in locust pose, which this is locust pose, if you're doing it on the traditional full locust. And if you have trouble with both legs going up, you can come up and raise one leg and then the other. Maybe this would be kind of like moving locust. So your arms are straight back like Superman reversed, and your legs come up, so you're pressing your pelvis in, and you're doing a little bit of a back bend here. And we're going to hold that pose for 15 seconds also. Or no, we're just going to hold that one for 10. If you cannot lift your torso up, then you can take your hands and spread them out and just gently press up a little bit. So it's a gentle. And you can do one leg here. I feel better if I do both. If I do one leg, it kind of takes my low back into a pinch. Okay, so here we go. I'm bringing my arms around. My forehead is on the mat. I'm going to inhale up. And locust, whatever your locust is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come down. We're going to do one more. And then we will meet in child's pose. Locust pose is great for your digestive system. Just remember, all of these poses are really good for digestion too. So I'm kind of in a crocodile. I'm going to inhale, swing my arms back, exhale, and raise up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to meet in child's pose. Whichever way you can get into your child's pose best from there, just go ahead and do it. I have to take my glasses off for child's pose or I crush them. This should be making your back feel really nice and relaxed. We're going to meet up in tabletop. So if you want to have a blanket under your knees or tabletop, go ahead and get that handy. When I'm on my carpet and nice thick mat, I don't really need it here, but if I were doing this on a hardwood floor, I definitely would have something under my knees extra. So let's do our tabletop C curve, which is I'm going to look to the right and bring my hips to the right. And then I'm going to swing to the left. We're going to do about 5 on each side. Very slow. 2. Anytime that you do a back bend, you should do a C curve to balance the spine. 3. Pull the abs up. We're doing ab work tonight. 4. The C curve feels extraordinarily good right now. Last one. And then just maybe take any wiggles that you think you might need. I might do a little cat-cow, maybe a little circle. Oh, that feels good. Maybe a little stretch. Oh yeah, a little stretch feels very nice. We want to keep our spine supple and moving and fluid. If our back gets stiff, we're going to have a hard time walking, sitting, running, and doing any kind of fun stuff. And now the fun begins. This is where I want you to make sure that you're in communication with your body. And if we do anything and it's too much, because we're going to do a forearm plank sequence, which starts with this on our forearms. You might want to watch first. So it's a forearm plank. So we come down on our forearms from tabletop, reach the right leg back, bring the left leg back, and then we have kind of a little bit of a cat curve in our spine. And then we're going to bring our knees down. Our hips are not moving, it's just our knees.
And we're going to do 20 of these. If you can't do 20, this is our ab work sequence, then just do what you can and either just come down into child's pose or crocodile pose, whatever you feel like doing. And then after we do 20 of those, we're going to be up here and we're going to lift one leg and then the other. We're going to do 10 on each side. Again, this is kind of quite a bit. So if you can only do half or a quarter or only one, just do that. And then you can come back up and do one or two more. So it's up to you. You communicate. Then after we do that, we are going to just meet back down in crocodile pose for a rest, and then we're going to start our other sequence. So ready? Here we go. We're in tabletop, forearm, right leg back, left leg back, and lower the knees and bring them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really tighten the abs. 7, 8, 9. You should be exhaling as you come down and inhale when you come up. 10. We're halfway there. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a break, come down. Woo. That really, I could feel it in my arms and my thighs. I think we will just do 5 on each side because that is a lot of work. And I never knew what the Sanskrit name for plank was, so I looked it up tonight, and it is Bodakanasana. Bodakanasana, which means plank. But nobody ever says, let's do Bodakanasana. We just say plank, and then we shake and quiver. No, no, no. So, everybody ready for our second plank sequence? I need to rest my arms for a second because I've been up the whole time. So we're going to push up to our forearms, curl our toes under, and push up to plank, which plank is one of the best exercises for your core strength. And you're just going to lift the right leg and bring it down. Exhale the left leg up. Exhale the right leg up. Exhale the left leg. I think that's 4, 5, and down. I think we did 5 on each side. Yes, I think so. And then come back into a seated position with the knees up. And this is where we're going to start our bring the clock over here to watch it. Our boat pose. First, we're going to do low boat, and then we'll come into high boat. And we're going to do it in a different way than just coming into boat. Will be safer for your back too. So we start like this, and we're going to lower down vertebra by vertebra. And when you feel like this is my breaking point. I'm going to bring my knees up, which was a very gentle way to come down, and hold them here. And then I'm going to lift my head up so I'm in low boat. And we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to try to roll up. And I'm going to have to use my elbows. I'm going to come straight up. Going to hold behind my thighs, or I'm going to put my hands straight out, whichever you want to do. And this is high boat. And we're going to hold it for 30 seconds. I think I'll do one with the arms out. Really pull those abs in. Oh, I feel my abs working. And I've already practiced this several times today, so they're going to be sore tomorrow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab the back of your leg. Start rolling down. And bring the legs up. Straight up in the air. And flex your feet. And we're going to press our palms of our hands down onto the mat. And we're going to do a modified shoulder stand, which you can stay right here, or you can try and tip your tailbone up. See how my feet are moving towards my head? This is as far as I'm going to go safely for my back issues. If you can come into a shoulder stand, feel free to do that. It's not for me. My body says no, no, no. Some days I can get my feet a little closer, but some days I cannot. Tonight I cannot. And we're holding this. Oh, I'm starting to sweat. I turned the air off today too. It was so nice. And then we're going to slowly lower that down. Bending our knees. Rolling up. Into high boat again. And I'm going to hold behind my thighs this time for 30 seconds. Really pull the abs in. I'm not like crunching, I'm just supporting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to roll back down and legs up. I'm really sweating. And I'm going to get myself situated here. Let my body adjust. I'm going to roll my tailbone up into my modified shoulder stand. My hands are pressing into the mat to support me. My tailbone is raising up just a little bit. My toes are pointed toward my head. And then bring the feet down to the mat. Oh, that was a lot of work. Let me check the time. Okay. So after modified shoulder stand, we are going to come back into a corpse, or most people call it Shavasana pose, but it's actually corpse pose too. We're going to bring our arms up overhead. We're going to stretch the right arm and the left leg towards the opposite walls, and then stretch the left hand and the right foot toward opposite walls, and go back and forth. Try to do maybe 6 on each side. There's 2. Left arm, 3, right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. 5, right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. 6, right arm, left leg. That's stretching. And last one on the left arm and right leg stretch. And then back to center. And then we're going to bring our feet up. And we're going to move our hips about 2 inches to the right. And place your hips down. Stretch the legs back out. And then I'm going to bring my right leg to the right. My left leg follows. And I'm going to move my torso to the right. So I'm in Supine Crescent pose. I have my arms over my head. My left arm is kind of swaying over towards the right, so it's coming over my head. And a little C curve. And let's just hold this for, about 5 breaths. That's about 10 seconds. Just settle into it. Let your body relax. On your next exhale, release your left foot. Bring it to center. Let your right foot come to center. Bring your torso to center. Bring your knees up. And replace your buttocks to center. As you feel really nice. Now we're going to do the left side. So we're going to gently lift the hips up. And let them come over about 2 inches, maybe 3 inches. Straighten the legs out. Arms are overhead. We're going to bring our left foot to the left. Right foot follows, and it can cross over to anchor. And then I'm going to move my torso to the left. And my arms, of course, are swaying to the left. So I am in Bodakanasana or Supine Crescent pose. This is the best way to balance all of those back bends and ab workout that we just did. Be sure and let me know if you felt it in your abs. You might even feel it in your legs too, because you did a lot of leg work. On your next exhale, let your right foot come back to center. Left foot follows. Bring your torso to center. Place your feet flat on the mat. Lift your hips up. And align yourself back up into a straight line. Stretch your legs out. We're going to point and flex our feet. I have my arms just at a goal post. And I'm just point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. And bring the knees up. I'm going to bring my Feet up together. The soles of my feet are touching. And then I'm going to place that down on the mat and do a little bit of a bound angle pose, supine bound angle pose, or Bodakanasana, which is a nice inner thigh stretch here. Make sure that your back is pressing into the mat. If you need to lower your feet to do that, then lower your feet down. If you could bring your feet up as long as the low back is into the mat, that's fine. We want to protect that low back. We're going to take our hands and gently place it on our thighs and press the legs together as we pull the legs together. This helps to keep your low back on the mat if you're helping with your hands. Now the knees are up in restorative rest pose. Let's walk them out wider than the mat and do a little windshield wiper. So the left knee's coming to the right. The right knee is coming over to the right just a little bit, and then the right knee is going to go to the left as the left knee comes to the left, and back and forth. To the right, to the left, to the right, 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 to the left, left, left. Very gently to the right and to the left. And I hope that you have your Shavasana items together, your Cobra items. And bring the knees up to center, back together. And then we're going to go into Shavasana. I'll meet you back here in about, finished on time tonight, so maybe 12 minutes. We'll have a 12-minute Shavasana tonight. I like a bolster under my legs. I'm going to put this under my leg. Get my eye mask out, which I love to have on when I'm in Shavasana. And also, this is my neck support that I got on Amazon. I have a little cover on it, but you lay your neck in there and it puts it in the perfect position to completely line it up. So while you are probably in your Shavasana, while I'm getting all my stuff ready, I want you to just take a few deep breaths. Let's breathe into the count of 4. Hold it and breathe out to the count of 4, nice and slow. Hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold.
Start wiggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe taking a little stretch here and there, a yawn. Thinking about how you communicated with your body tonight. And I hope that you communicated very well and did not hurt anything. You can roll over onto your side and take about 3 or 4 nice, gentle breaths. And then when you feel ready, take your top hand and press yourself up into a seated position very slowly, with the head coming up last. I'll move up here. I hope you enjoyed the communication class, which communication is a vital link between your interior experience and your outward expression. Willingness to share your feelings and thoughts can engage you in more meaningful relationships with yourself, others, and your environment. Now, I just feel like that is so true today. And I found this really cool quote by Vinayashri Kumar. And it says, "Yoga is a beautiful art of communication with your body. It's a language used to speak up with your body parts." So anytime that we're doing any kind of exercise, we really need to remember to communicate very wisely with what's going on. So tonight's class kind of centered around ourselves and our health, our personal health. And I'm going to read a little bit out of my Heart Talk. I'm just going to open it up. Let's see where it opens. And it says, "Getting there." I could read "Getting There," or "I wish I could give you one solution." I think I'll read that one. "I wish I could give you one solution for pain that definitely works. I can't. It is a process and it is different for everyone. But what I can tell you is that if you are badass enough to feel your pain, then you are badass enough to heal your pain." Sorry for that. But I usually read the short one. This time I read the long one. And that is so true. If you can feel the pain, you can heal the pain. And so with that in mind, let's rub our hands together. We're in a healing mood tonight, bringing some energy and warmth, pressing that into heart center and bowing our heads. I honor the light in you and ask that as you go out through your day or evening, that you honor the light in others. And remember, communication will help you do that. Namaste. Sorry about the dog. He got all excited and howled. He always does something at the end of during Shavasana for some reason. See you guys next week. Have a great one. Bye.